what do I even say? Oh, yeah. Let's talk about budgeting. Why not? So I want to kind of talk about budgeting and how I got out of debt. I was $6,000 in debt, and now not in debt, but I'm still in debt. That's horrible. Okay, let me explain. But the beginning of 2024, I wasn't being intentional about spending. I just kind of was spending left and right, here and there, wherever. I was like, yeah, let's go here, let's go there, I'll take here, I'll pay this, you know. So that was bad. But so starting March 2024, I was like, yeah, I gotta fix my budgeting, I gotta fix my spending habits and everything. So I decided to basically tell everybody in my family and everybody around me, if y'all want to do something, it's gotta be free. That was the first thing I did. So first thing I want to talk about is just making sure you have that supportive system. So just having that support where you can tell them like, hey, we're not gonna be spending money. If you want to be with me, let's do something for free and spend time with each other. And that's not that hard, you know. So I just set that rule number one because I'm that type of person to be, I'm a giver. So I just had to make sure that the people around me knew that I was on this journey. So it had to be cut out, you know, like no spending. Everybody thankfully respected my decision and let me, you know, do what I had to do. And now I do have this little journal, and I just started writing in here. Like, I was going crazy. Like, you can see I was going crazy. I was just writing every single number to known. And what I first did, so my job is pretty stable, and so I just grabbed, like, but I get paid $20 an hour. So I just grabbed like what I would make in 2 weeks, and I just averaged it. And I specifically did the lowest amount, not like overtime, nothing that was like extra. So I just did the minimum of, like, if I were to just work my 8 hours 5 days a week, what would my paycheck look like, and what would my expenses, like, you know, look under all of that stuff, or equal to my paycheck, right? So what I first did was, just because I was in debt, I did the minimum, and I made sure that if it wasn't a necessity and it wasn't something that I planned for, everything was gonna go into my, like, debt. So everything, once I figured out my expenses, and then something that was like planned that I had to pay for, like a trip or anything like that, if that was all covered, then I would just put it all into my debt. So basically I did a estimated, like, timeline. So starting from March 2024 all the way up until when would I finish. So if you, like, you know, like right now, you know, if you don't have money, because if you're watching this, you probably don't have money, and don't worry, that was me too. But just doing like estimated timeline, like, you know, just like spend time like writing it down and not going out to spend money, and, you know, write it down and just see, like, okay, if I were to follow this plan, how long would it take me to get to my goal. And for me, my minimum I had wrote down was 1,500. So that was gonna be every 2 weeks I was gonna get paid 1,500. That's like the minimum. So I just did that, and from March 2024 I would be finished by August 2024. So, and that wasn't that long ago. I was willing to sacrifice a few months in order to live more comfortably, live more freely, and not feel like I live paycheck to paycheck. Well, it didn't work out that way because this is a realistic budget lifestyle. Like I'm, you know, I'm not like, I have things, you know, things come up. Nobody's perfect. Things come up. And so in August of 2024, I was still in debt. So I did not get there, but I was closer. And being closer is better than still being like stuck in the same position I was in March. So I just kept, you know, like adjusting it. So another thing that's really like, you know, when you create your own budget, you can adjust it to how you live, you know. Like not all of us live perfect lives. Things come up, and you know, it is what it is. So as long as you can adjust it and make it work to like how you want it to work. So I was not out of debt in August, so I finally got out of debt in November. So from August, September, October, November, 3 months. So but I did it within the same year. So I went from $6,000 to $0. I really did hit $0. I can even show you the proof because I want you to see. Okay, so November 8th is when I got out of debt, and right here is my debt. I said I am debt free. I don't know if y'all know Dave Ramsey, but that was me. That was my I am debt free, like my scream.
3, 2, 1, we're debt free!
Wow.
So in November 8th, I was able to be debt free. And so back to like the beginning of what I said, that I got out of debt and then I didn't get out of debt. Well, I got out of debt in November and then Christmas came. So I got into debt again. But, but wait, there's more. Because I went through that journey of being out of debt, now that I'm in debt again, it's not the same. It's not the same at all. Because I only am in debt because, of course, gifts and like things that I've done to like help other people, and which I think that's manageable. I'm like, to be transparent, I only have I think $1,300 of debt right now, speaking like today. So I'm pretty sure I can pay that off, like, you know, within these 2 checks that I get, which is not a big deal compared to like months or like feeling. Oh, and sorry, I'm like rambling on because I'm very passionate about this, and if you're listening to this, I hope you become debt free too, because you deserve it. So, but I have an emergency fund. An emergency fund. Can you believe that? I have one of those. And so even though I'm in debt, I'm not in debt. I'm doing great. But if you are in debt and you want to start budgeting, I highly suggest these 3 things. 1, make sure you have a supportive support system, because if you're not spending money, you gotta make sure the people around you know that you're not spending money, so that you don't fall into that same trap, or you don't feel like you're obligated to do things that you don't want to. Okay. Number 2 is have a flexible budget. Not no like strict budget. Not, I mean, I kind of followed like the Dave Ramsey budget, or like the Dave Ramsey method, but like have whatever works for you, you know. I can give you one, other people can give you one, you can like watch a whole bunch of videos, but use that as an inspiration to make your own that will work for you. And 3, create an emergency fund. I'm gonna have to go with that one. Honestly, I had no idea what the 3rd one was. But number 3, even if you are in debt, I would very definitely suggest you have an emergency fund. I followed the Dave Ramsey emergency fund method, like $1,000, because $1,000 might not seem like a lot, enough to cover an emergency, but if you can at least have $1,000, it would definitely help you with something better than nothing. So those are my 3 recommendations. I definitely recommend. But yeah. Okay. But my name is Jasenia. and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm pretty sure I rambled and I have no idea if it even made sense, but I hope that you got something out of this, and I hope that you get out of debt, because you deserve to have your own money, not for your money to have a control over you. You should have control over your money. So, you know, I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you have a wonderful night. I don't know, but bye. It was nice talking to you.